Drum roll, please. Good. Wonderful. Okay, so whether you're watching this on the replay or watching it live, welcome in. I am Charity, aka NiceComps. We are on the Tubies, it's Ubies, and the old TT today, and letting everybody know that we are live. Sweetbriar Farms is the first one in today. I think that's the first time you've been the first person in. What is good? What is happening? Happy Monday. How was your weekend? Sweetbriar, what did you do? What did you do this weekend? What were you up to? Interrogation. What were you doing? Where is she? I know. It's always random. I never said it would be normal. I did say it would be interesting though, right? Missy is here. Missy at our Sleepy Hollow. Welcome in today. I'm happy to see you. How's Monday going so far, guys? Kind of having like a little bit of a slow start, I'll be honest. I took kind of a family lazy day yesterday. I did manage to get 3 things listed and cross-listed, but I needed a day. I'm telling you, thanks, Sweetbriar. Sometimes every once in a while, you just need that like decompression day. So I played some video games yesterday. I played with the dogs. I did some stuff around the house. Watched a couple episodes of Heroes. Took a nap. It was amazing. Like I just needed that. Vicky's here. What is good? I'm so happy to see you. Felix is here. Felix the cat. The wonderful, wonderful cat. All right. Pink lighten. Okay. So like I said, whether you're watching this live or you're watching it on the replay, if you're on the old Tubies, it's Ubies. I am Charity, aka NiceComps. We are going to do some shipping today. We have a little bit of everywhere today. It's like kind of evenly spread. We've got eBay, Poshmark, Meracri, Depop, and we have a Whatnot sale, which is always interesting for me when we get a W in because I don't do anything over there. I just have a few listings up. Jennifer, what is going on? Jennifer, you messaged me. I think I messaged you back. Did I message you back? I think I messaged you back. Yes, I did message you back. Okay. I'm trying to remember like all the stuff I've done. Helene, welcome in. All right, you guys, let's get started. So the first place we're going to head over to is eBay. I always ship my stuff on eBay first because eBay is the worst about dinging your account if you have to cancel orders. So if you have to cancel orders anywhere because 2 things have sold on the same platform, which this just happened to me today, so I'll share that with you. If you have to cancel it anywhere, you don't want to cancel on eBay. They are very, very, very strict about that. And you do get dings. It will lower your exposure by sending a message to limit your account. So it's important to not cancel anything. You did send it over. Okay, Jennifer. Yeah, I'll take a look at it today. Good afternoon, Tina in Paris, Ontario. What is good? Are you our Canadian friend out in the boot with the schedule? My aunt lives in Canada. Whenever I talk to her, she always says like such funny things. And I'm like, what does that even mean? Like, correct him. She's like, no, you're the one saying it's wrong. I'm like, no, you're the one saying it's wrong. That just happened to me yesterday as well, but it was Posh and Depop. Okay, yeah. So I had this happen to me today. I sold, and this is so weird. I've literally never had this happen. I had a bundle sell on Meracri for 3 bras. And then those same 3 bra bundle sold over on Poshmark, like, I don't know, 20 minutes, 30 minutes later. So I thought maybe it was the same person. I was like, oh my gosh, did this person accidentally put in, here's what I thought happened. She put in an offer out on Poshmark. Maybe I didn't see it. And then she bought it on Meracri, but then she didn't see that I accepted it. So maybe she bought it on Poshmark. So I thought it was the same person. So I went in and looked. It was 2 totally different people. But I sold the same exact bundle with the same exact items, no joke, on 2 platforms. So I went ahead and canceled it on Posh. Posh is always a place I cancel, and here's my excuse. Until Poshmark gets their you-know-what together and figures out how to allow you to cancel things when there's offers out on them, we all know exactly what headache I'm talking about. Until they figure that out, I'm just going to cancel on them. And then when they see the reason, I'm like, hey, I'm so sorry. I've got to cancel this I'll cancel this order. I'm sending the refund over immediately. Unfortunately, Poshmark does not allow me to cancel orders when there's a current offer out on an item. Until Poshmark is able to do that, this kind of stuff just happens. Sorry, take care. I mean, hey, I'm putting it on PM. It is their deal. They got to figure that out. That'd be me, but I don't say it that way. Okay. That's funny. Okay, you guys, let's see what do we got first here. We are shipping a lot of shoes today. Shoes was the topic of sales for today. All right, so the first thing we've got here is a pair of Keens. I always pick these up. I will pretty much pick these up in just about any condition they're in. The only exception would be if the leather is super cracked or if this toe part is separated and if they don't pass the dry rot test, which is as follows: twist, twist, pull, pull, twist, twist. What you're looking for is you're looking for little micro cracks here. You're also looking for like little bubbles or anything that's in the sandal. If you see that and you see the paint actually bubbled away from it, that means it is in the beginning stage of the dry rot. You will sell these, they will fall apart. Now, Keens are pretty good about that. I haven't seen a whole lot of dry rot Keens, not like I have with Nike or with Dansko. Those are like famous. I twist those suckers so much before I buy them to make sure, because I've definitely got burned before on those. So you're just twisting, you're going like this, and you're looking for any weird bubbles or anything, which we didn't see in these. I picked these up at a garage sale. We got these for $2. And they went ahead and sold for $30.40 over on eBay plus shipping. So that's a nice little markup. Keens are usually over a pound. So I always am going to ship them out of eBay. I'm going to get this question. Why do you ship using pirate ship? Okay, so where I am in the country, I'm in Texas. And in Texas, for me to ship to Maine or Seattle, some parts of Cali, some parts of Florida, any of those outlying places, if I ship inside of eBay, even with the eBay discounts on shipping, it's still more expensive for me than shipping in pirate ship. Pirate ship has just across the board always been less expensive. It usually beats it by like $1 for me or more. So I always ship outside of that. Coley, you found the flamingos. I was hoping someone would find the flamingo stickers. For any of our subscribers that are in here, if you're a subscriber, this is for you. I have 2 new stickers I'm going to be putting up. I got to make them first, but I have 2 good ideas. I'll probably roll one out like maybe today and then maybe one later this week when I get to it, but they're really funny. Vicky, what did you wind up selling twice out of curiosity? Creed fan, hope your weekend's going well. It has been amazing. Guys, I took a lazy day yesterday. Still got 3 listings up, got those cross-listed, but I needed a day, man. I needed a charity does her own thing day, and it was awesome. Hey, Sherry and Hula Girl. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy this address. We're going to go over to the old pirate ship, and we're going to be shipping some things in pirate ship today. As always, I ship probably 80% of my stuff in pirate ship. The only thing I'd never ship, obviously, there is Mercari or Poshmark or Grailed because they have internal shipping. All right, and we're going to take a look at the address to make sure that nothing got mixed up, and then we are going to wrap these suckers up. Now, I'm going to use a little bit of foam. If you are new to reselling and you watch me do this, and then you go somewhere and you try to purchase this foam, you're going to be like, how's that girl affording to do that? That foam's so expensive. I got this stuff for free. I got it free from a guy in town here that does like industrial stuff with signs. I got like 40 rolls of it for free. So I got no problem using it. It's less expensive for me than anything because it's free and it's lightweight. So the shipping on it is easy. So how I do this is I take my shoe and I put it in. I wrap it down once. That way the shoes are not going to touch. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the other one in. Now, if this was a pair of shoes that had like the tops, I'd be wrapping them just a little bit differently, but these are not. So we're going to do it like this, and I'll show you in a second. I got to get out my cards and my stickers. And oh my goodness, that's beautiful. What a great one. Look at this. Super cute sticker. You guys know what butterflies mean? Butterflies are a symbol of change. It's so weird. So, okay. All right. She's going to be all like weird for a second. But I believe that like the universe or whatever it is that you believe in gives you like weird little signs about stuff. So I don't know what's going on. But the last couple times I've got in the car and driven places, I have seen yellow butterflies everywhere. Pulled this butterfly out earlier today. There was 2 butterfly things on a social media post I saw earlier today. And this is all within the last like 48 hours. So it's like really interesting that I keep having that, which like I said, butterflies symbolize change. So I'm just wondering like what the situation is. I know you're like, she's weird, but I believe in that kind of stuff from time to time. And I don't know. I think it's something. I'm going with it, guys. If not, it's just a positive affirmation out there, and there's nothing wrong with that either. Butterflies fly everywhere. Yes, they do. I just don't normally see them. I just don't normally see this many of them. I mean, if I had to be like completely honest, I probably have seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've seen 9 in the last like 48 hours, which is just, I just have never seen that many. So maybe it's nothing. Maybe it is just literally the time of year or something, but it's just been really interesting. They've just been like super in my space, which is cool. I'm with you. Butterflies are my mom visiting me. Oh, I love that. Mine is birds. My mom used to have this amazing bird whistle, like this bird chirp that literally sounded like birds. She was like Snow White. Birds would come around her. And so whenever I'm having like a weird day or something, I have a wind chime out back, and it's next to kind of like a memory thing of her. And every once in a while, when I'm really feeling like I need to talk to her or something, I swear that wind chime will go. And it always makes me think of her. And you know what? Even if it is nothing, it just makes me feel good. So kudos to you on that one. A butterfly flew in front of my car as you were saying that. Oh, Vanessa, I just got goosebumps my entire body. I don't know if you guys can see those. Probably not on this, but woo, that just gave me the goosies. All right, I got to keep so my favorite quote in the whole world is, it's hard to hear an opportunity knocking if you're too busy knocking the opportunity. And that is my favorite quote, hands down. And besides, do we just become best friends, which is off Step Brothers and also a Goonies quote. But in the world of regular quotes, that one always gets me. So I'm just going to have to keep my eyes open. There's something going on. There's going to be something happening in the universe or something. So I just got to pay attention. My mom was coloring butterflies the night. Oh gosh. Oh, Tina, that makes me, that I'm sending my heart to you right now. Hey, right here, real moment, human to human. I'm sending you that because I know what that's like for sure. Hey, Meg. Okay, let's see what we've got here. So these are going to go, like I said, into pirate ship. Now, here's the pirate ship rule. You have 3 settings in pirate ship you can use. So I don't know, does anyone want pirate ship information? I don't know if anybody uses this, but there's 3 different types of packaging. There's box or rigid packaging. There's envelope, padded envelope, poly bag, soft bag, box in a bag. Those are all one. And then there's USPS priority mail, which would be like, your carrier mailing envelopes. So here is the rule. This is the rule. If your item can bend and move and shift, then you can do box in a bag. If your item does not move, meaning I can't bend this, I can't move this, then this has to be box or rigid packaging. You could do box in a bag because technically someone could think that's a box, but you can't measure the item inside. You have to measure the entire envelope. Now, is the post office going to catch this? Maybe, maybe not. But every time you do it, you're risky for the biscuit because you are choosing a carrier item that is incorrect. So if this could move and shift, I could do poly bag. But because these are not moving, I'm going to choose box in a bag. Now, this is just a piece of advice. You don't have to go with it. You can totally do it the other way, and you might be fine for the next 10 years doing that. But I just, I don't do that because I don't want to get a naughty puppy. The nice thing about doing box or rigid packaging too is that because this can fold into this size box, if you choose the box and rigid packaging, and really the only difference, guys, is that it doesn't require the height. But if you do that, you can measure the actual item inside. I hope that that's not so confusing. I was told this by someone that actually worked at the post office, so I know that it's legit information, as long as their information was good. So we got 12 by 7 by 4, 12 tabs, 7 tab, 4, and then what is our weight on this? Probably like 1.4 would be my guess. Oh no, they're heavier than I thought. They're 1.9. And let's see what we got. Okay. Oh, thank you, Carrie. Yeah, I love that quote, man. Oh, Vanessa, that's like my favorite one of my favorite emojis. Did we just become best friends? Yep. I just watched that recently. I love that. What else did I just watch? I also just watched Zoolander again because we were talking about Zoolander. Oh, that Hansel, he's really hot right now. We were talking about it, so I had to watch it. I just watched it again. It cracked me up. Gwendolyn, thank you for sharing this out. That's amazing. Oh, awesome, Vicki. Good. I'm glad that that helps you. Do you do eBay for a while before making the jump to full time? Oh, yeah. Carrie, I was the literal quintessential dabbler reseller, meaning that I would list things for like 3 days and then I wouldn't list anything for like 2 weeks. And then I'd list 1 or 2 items and then I wouldn't list anything for a week. And because I was working a regular job at the time. And so I didn't have consistency. I wasn't expecting this to turn into anything. I swear this on everything. I literally just started doing this so that I could clear out the stuff of my mom's that she had left when she left the world a few years ago. And so I didn't expect this to be anything. So I was just wanting to get rid of stuff. And my son had been selling some stuff on eBay. He found like a headlight at Goodwill that he bought for like $20 and flipped it for like $300, really crazy like that. Maybe it was 600, I don't even remember. And I was like, excuse me? I was like, what? You made how much? So I didn't have an eBay account. I didn't know what Depop was. I had heard of Poshmark because I got it advertised to me on FB. And I didn't know what Grailed was. I heard about WN through the grapevine. I didn't know what any of it was. So I was for sure, just a dabbler. And all my old listings, which I'm still going through, I think I still have like 80 of them or something. These horrible, old, terrible listings that I was doing some yesterday, and I'm like, how did I sell anything? It just goes to show that as long as you're persistent with things, that you'll eventually sell stuff. Because they're bad guys. I mean, if I would have taken a look, sometimes I'll help people. I've got a couple people right now that have reached out and said, hey, will you just look at my account? Give me some advice. If I had looked at my own account from what it was back then, of course, I didn't know what I was doing back then. But now if I could like judge my old account or my old listings, oh my goodness. So keep at it. You will get better. I promise. Hey, Katie back. I see you. Vanessa says, I love that movie. Yeah. So I definitely am full-time now, but I was not full-time for a very long time. Join my team. I love when I see that. That makes me so happy. Katie Bug, 33 member. All right, Katie Bug. So anybody that does the join my team, which is just free to do, what I've been doing is going in and adding a little special tag to your join my team thing. You'll see it in your back end. And it's something I've either noticed about you on the lives I do, or something I noticed from your account. It's just something fun. A year later, I'm still winging it. Jennifer, I mean, I started dabbling in this in 2022. It took me 2 full years to even figure this out. And I am not joking. It took me 2 years to figure out how to really do this because it's just so totally outside of anything I've done before. I've done like marketing and I've done sales and stuff before, but not like an online thing like this. And I helped other companies with marketing campaigns. I didn't like do this. This is so different. So it was a major learning curve because I had to kind of unlearn how I had done things in the past, because the problem is sometimes when you know too much information, it's too much information. And so I was doing, my descriptions and stuff were bad, but I was overcomplicating how to market myself and get out there because I didn't understand how to do this. I didn't understand that your title and description and your keywords and all that kind of stuff, that is your marketing. I don't know. My brain took a minute to figure it out. So, okay. The next thing we've got here is a pair of Cobb Hill shoes. This is a great pickup. If you guys see this brand here, it's called Cobb Hill, and they make a lot of these kind of shoes. This is you guys know New Balance, obviously, which MB has become like super popular. It's becoming more and more like of a streetwear kind of shoe. These are by New Balance. So New Balance puts out Cobb Hill, which is kind of like their dress shoe version. So in any of your Cobb Hill listings, make sure you put stuff like arch support, heel spurs, plantar fasciitis, comfort, memory. You even can put New Balance down in your descriptions, you know, because it is a New Balance brand. It's one of their kind of like how Nikes have, you know, Jordan or whatever. This is their, I don't know if that's a good description, but you know what I'm saying. So this is like one of their little things they do. Like Ralph Lauren's got Polo, but they also have a million other things. So these are going to SA in Florida, and we're going to get these wrapped up here. Weirdly enough, I actually think I know where this is. That's so funny. And the only reason I know this is going to be super random. Okay, guys, we're getting super random here for a second. The reason I know where this address is in this city is because I just listened to a podcast. It was like a true crimey podcast. And it was about an old thing that had happened in this place, like back in the 50s. No, that's so random. So random. Oh my gosh. Yeah, girl, I didn't want to go over, but I did. Oh, okay. Oh, dad shoes. Yeah, exactly. But New Balances, you guys, New Balances are becoming hot. I'm doing a trend prediction, and I'm usually right about these things. I have a feeling that New Balances are going to become more and more and more because of the dad core and the eclectic grandpa look. I just think New Balance is going to have a streetwear, street style moment coming up here. I just have a feeling. I get the tingles about it. So I've been keeping my eyes out for New Balance. They're hard to find even for retail arbitrage because they don't mark down their stuff very often. So oh my goodness. Okay. You're so smart with keywords. Wish I could replay all these lives. Annie, I literally have this as a Post-it note. Work on keyword stuff. I am going to put a huge document thing with kind of like some photos and stuff together for people. It's something that's on the brain to work on because it's something I need to do because a lot of the keywords are here. So I have to sit down and like get it out. Yeah, so comfy. That's how we told my parents about the bed. It's funny. Okay. All right. So we are going to get these wrapped up. Now, these do have a little bit of strappies to them. I am going to go ahead and just put a little bit of paper in here just to keep the shoe looking nice so nothing happens in transport. Do I box my shoes? I know I'm going to get that question. The answer is I have the $100 rule. So this is something I made up. This is not something that is a real rule. This is a charity rule. And my rule is if someone spends over $100 on a pair of shoes, if they're not already in a box, I will put them in a box. If you're spending $100, I want to make sure those are getting there just like they are. I mean, if they're 90, I may also do it, but somewhere in that vicinity. But these are, let's see, what are these? I got these for $2 at a sale. These sold for 40 or 38, it looks like. So I'm not going to spend the money on the box and all that because it's going to cost a fortune. So here's what I'm going to do with these. I'm going to wrap them one time like this with the foam. And again, you don't have to use foam. It's just what I'm using. And then I'm going to take the shoe and I'm going to go the other direction, kind of like you would see them in a shoe box. So we got heel on one side and we got the top on the other side. And we're going to wrap them up like this. And then I'm going to put a little bit more foam around it here. We're going to tape these down. We're going to move our coffee so that we don't spill our coffee on a live again. Oh my gosh, you guys. All right. So I spilled my coffee so bad the other day. What was that? On Friday, I think, when we were doing shipping. It got all over the table, down underneath I've got a piece of plastic up here that I use so I can like do, so I can cut stuff on, it doesn't hurt the table. It got down into all of my shoe cleaning stuff, all over the carpet. Justin came in and actually cleaned the carpet with the carpet cleaner. Like, that's how crazy it was. Like, I come out and I go, hey, and he's like, what happened? And I was like, yeah, so coffee. And he's like, oh, coffee. And he just knows what that means. We've been married for 800 years. And he's like, how bad? And I was like, pretty good. And he's like, all right, here we go. Because it is a standing joke. I literally spill, knock on wood, I spill everything, you guys. My brain goes 800 miles an hour and my body can't keep up. And so I just literally spill everything. It was so brutal. Somehow I didn't spill on any of the stuff we shipped. And somehow I didn't spill on my little cards and stickers, which is great. But Katie says, I spill everything. Yeah. Oh, Mermaid. I was wondering if you were going to come in. I don't hear anything. He must have already fed them. I don't hear anything. It's afternoon, so I'd be surprised if they weren't fed yet. Normally he'll, it'll be a situation. I do know that he had a work meeting this morning, and I think he's got the dogs in with him. So maybe not. Maybe they're still snoozing. We could hear some squeaks yet today. That's how I started that day, Katie, I used to think that too. Like if I spilled something in the morning, I was like, oh, it's gonna be one of those days. But now I just realized I just spill stuff all the time, even on great days. So it's just a situation. All right. The other thing I like to do with shoes that are a little bit more of a dress shoe, and this is just my own little precaution thing, is I will put them in the foam. And then I also like to wrap saran wrap around them. And here's why. Because this thing is literally going to get shifted around so much when it's on the move that I don't want the shoes coming apart from each other and having tape pop up and then have them rattle around in the bag together. So it only takes an extra second. And in my opinion, it works. To this day, knock on wood, the only pair of shoes I've ever sent out that I had to do a returny thing on was a pair of Nikes. And it was early. Gosh, it was pretty early on in I got to do a nail file here. Sorry, guys. I got to do manicure situation. It was early on in reselling. And it's before I knew how to do the dry rot test. I didn't know what that was. And I'd shipped a pair of shoes off and the guy wore them and literally they just fell apart on him. So that's what got me into like trying to learn about dry rot and stuff. Other than that, I have never had a shoe situation. And I do think that the saran wrap around it has really, really helped. All right, what are we gonna get here? Oh, these are a great one. My heart will go on. Once more, she pinned it over. Oh, that reminds me of Leonardo DiCaprio. I got a Leonardo DiCaprio story if anyone wants one. Anybody want a funny Leonardo DiCaprio story? I will tell it if you guys want it. If you don't want it, I will move on. Okay, let's see. They paid $8.90 for these. I'm going to copy that address. We're going over into Pirate Ship. And let's see what we see. Again, I got to do box or rigid packaging because these are not moving. So let's tear that here. And what do we got? It looks like 1.9 on those, which is about that's the same thing as Cianos were. Okay. So we've got 12 by 8 by 4, and we've got 1 pound, 9 ounces. Let's get that printed out. Can you please explain shoe dry rot? Yeah. So this is going to be the non-scientific version. Ready? I don't know exactly what happens. And if there is someone that is smarter than me in here, please answer. It is something that happens within the shoe. From what I understand, it's either too much moisture mixing with the chemical components that the shoe's made of, or it's too little moisture. And you'll see it sometimes on leather shoes. It'll leach the liquid out of the bottoms of it, like the soles and stuff, which is, I believe what happens on Danskos. So what happens is it starts to crack in the inside, or you'll see bubbles. Once that starts happening, that's it. There is no fix. IDK, what any reseller says, I will live on this hill. You cannot fix it. They are gone. They just have to be thrown out. And what will happen is your buyer will get them. They'll look fine. They'll wear them for about an hour and the heels, they'll just crumble. They literally crumble apart. And then you get the thing that asks for a return and you're like, what did you do to these shoes? And it's like, I didn't do anything. I just walked in them and they literally they look like, it looks like dried bread that just crumbles and falls apart. So that's what it looks like. You guys want the Leo story? Yeah, rubber breaks down over time. Same thing happens to tires. All right, there we go. Jennifer knows even more than I do. Okay, So I am 12 years old and this show comes out and I'm totally dating myself right now. Everybody is going to be like, I know exactly how old you are. There's a show called Growing Pains. Now, if you are under the age of like 40, you probably have zero idea what this is, but it was a sitcom. And it had one of my first heartthrobs ever on it, which was Kirk Cameron. I used to have a poster of him up in my room. How my mom let me have a poster of him, I don't know, because she literally, like, I wasn't even allowed to listen to secular music. And so I came from a very, very strict background. And so because of that, I don't know how that happened. But I've always been a little boy crazy. I'm not gonna lie, and I got no shame saying that. I like a handsome guy, right? I mean, come on, what are you gonna do? And so I'm our old house. We got the living room here, okay, and then we had a hallway, and it was my brother's room, my room, and my mom's room. And you had to walk down this long hallway to get into the living room. But I could see the TV. When you walk down the hallway, you could see the TV. We had like the old giant console TV that was broken that had the other TV on top of it. Give me a high five if anyone knows what I'm talking about. Your TV broke, you just left it there because you had nowhere to take it, so you put another TV on top. I think by the time I moved out, we had 3 TVs on there. But all of a sudden, I see Growing Pains coming on. I can hear the show me that smile, ooh, show me that smile, right? I hear this theme song coming on, and I'm like, oh, it's Kirk Cameron time. And I'm walking down the hallway, and I stop. And it's the episode where Leonardo DiCaprio comes on. I can still see it to this day. And he walks out and he's got a backwards hat on and he's like, hi. And he's like, he starts talking. And I literally, this is not an exaggeration. Mom, if you are watching, you know that this story is true. I literally fall to my knees in this hallway. And I look and I'm watching down the thing and I go, my mom comes around the corner. She goes, oh my gosh, are you okay? Because she could hear me thud. She's like, are you okay? And I go, he's so beautiful. And my mom's like, oh boy, here we go. And so it's begun. And I walked out there and I just stood there that whole episode in the middle of our living room on our rainbow shag carpeting. And I was like, and to this day, I'm going to get red cheeks. I can feel it. Here it is. It's starting. To this day, there's something about him that he's always so handsome. So every time he comes on the screen, my husband's like, oh, here we go. Now, that being said, I did marry a very Irish looking blonde guy. So, I mean, you got to type. I married the preppiest looking normcore guy you could ever imagine. You'd think I'd be into like all the hardcore tattoos and stuff. And those guys are handsome too, but like I like that just like preppy look. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe I can't believe I just told that story on here. I don't think I've even told that story like my personal friends. Oh gosh. Love that show. Oh, Annie, you may or may not be. Who knows? Tracy says, do we have the same childhood? We may have. Okay, back to shipping. Oh, the red face. It's so red and mildly embarrassed right now. Okay, the next thing we've got, you guys may remember this. We actually shipped this or put this up for sale together, and you guys taught me something. So I had never seen this material. So this is a little denim and flower shirt. I always pick these up because I get them at garage sales for like $1 to mix maximum. I don't pay any more than that. But they always sell for me. They're not like huge money things. I usually get anywhere between like $14 to $20 for them, just depending on the how good they are. But this one was really interesting because it is made from a material that I had never heard of before. So I want to share with you guys what it is. So if you see it, you'll know to pick it up. So it's VISCOSE, and I think it's viscose or viscose maybe. If Riz was in here, she could tell us. But it is apparently made from bamboo, ? I believe bamboo. Now, somebody else in here that's smarter than me is probably going to know this, but it is it's like a really lightweight material. It almost feels like a silk feeling, or like maybe not a silk, more like a mixture between like a satin and rayon. So it's got that kind of meat to it. It's not as like a silk shirt, but it still has that feeling. So right now, this look with this like striped look, that kind of like old Hollywood look, the eclectic grandpa look, is so big. Gem, I see you, yo yo. Because it's so big right now, I've been selling a lot of this stuff that's kind of striped. So do those sell on Depop for you the most? Weirdly enough, actually, I think eBay, which is interesting. I would say maybe you know what? I'll say it's split. I would say it's probably a split. I don't think I've ever sold one on Poshmark, though. I can tell you that. I've never sold one on Mercari. I believe I would say 50-50 eBay, Depop. On Depop, the reason they're buying them is usually because it's like a crazy print. Like the print is like super wild or something. On eBay, it's more like they're buying it for like the dad core aesthetic, I would say. Or it could be really like a dad buying them, or like college, frat, university. I usually will get more of that over on eBay, whereas Depop is more like alternative-y, skatery, really, really aesthetic core over there. So I hope that answers your question. All right, cute sticker alert. What is up? I love that. That's so cute. So they're getting that in a little thank you card. Now, when I have a tender material, like this is a tender material, and I get worried about the stickers heating up outside, I will just take and put them on a bag like this. I fold it over, and then I just pop a little piece of tape on there. I don't know that I have to do that, but whenever a material is like silk, or it's something that I would think of as like a little bit more tender, or like wool, something that's gonna like that could sweat in a bag, I just always put the stickers on the outside. I don't want it to get ruined. Going to start picking them up now. Yeah, Annie, only though if you get them for like super, super cheap. If you don't get them for cheap, don't get them. So like they're usually for me like $1.50 at a garage sale. I have found that when I go to a garage sale and they have one of these of the denim and flowers, they usually have like 3 or 4 of them. So let's say that they wanted $2 a piece for them. There's 4. They want 8. I'll usually say, I'm interested in getting all of these, but I think I'm more like around like the $6 mark. How does that sound? And so I will always get a little deal. Like I said, guys that buy these usually buy. That's just kind of their aesthetic. So they're not huge money ones, but they do sell nonetheless. We also are headed into winter time. That could change that a little bit. But for me, it's just an easy pickup. For a $1.50, I mean, why not? This is definitely going to be under a pound. So we're going to ship this straight in eBay. We are looking at 6 ounces, and we are looking at 8 by 8 by 1. And let's see what our shipping is. So this is going to Victor in Florida, which makes sense because it's a nice breathable shirt. It is still hot down there. So hot in. Let's see. So he paid $5.99 for shipping. So we're making about $1.50 on the shipping. The order value was $24.82. Our shipping's $4.43, which brings it down to $20.40. Cost me $1.20 or $1.50 to get it. So after all fees, all blah, 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 we're probably making like $17.50 in profit on that, which is great. I mean, such an easy list and such an easy. And here's the other thing too, Annie. And for anyone that's out there, the nice thing about these too is if you buy them. So what I do is I piggyback off my old listings. So I just go into one of my other denim and flowers. I click sell similar, and then I just do it off of my old listing. Then all I have to do is in the actual description, I just change the measurements and I change my SKU number. But that way, all of my trigger words and keywords and all that kind of stuff are still in there because I already have them in there. So just a fast flip. Oh, the Smile Store is here. Y'all know I be ordering stuff from them every day. Winter, I'm in Florida. What's that? Dude, it's 91. I'm in Texas. I get it. Let's see. Any bad comps? Felix, what do you mean by that one? I'm just curious. Any bad comps on anything? I just sold the flamingo one. It was denim and flower. Julia, no way. Is that up here? Oh my gosh. No, I haven't hung it yet. I literally have one to sell. I literally have the flamingo one to sell. That's so funny. What did Julia, just out of curiosity, what did you end up getting it for? Where did it sell on? Great idea, says Katie. Yes. Great tips. Yes. Piggyback off your old listings, guys. Time is money. All right, Victor, we are going to get your shirt here. And then if you're wondering why I've got the 2 bags here, one of them is UPS and one of them is the post office. You cannot take post office stuff to UPS and vice versa, even if it says UPS SurePost, because technically USPS is delivering that. You still have to take it to UPS. They have two totally different scan systems. Wouldn't that be nice? Man. Okay, ready, guys? We're going to manifest something in a world where you can take your UPS SurePost to the post office, because that means your girl would literally never have to go to UPS again, because I very rarely ship anything except for my UPS SurePost these days. Seems like they're using that more and more. USPS is trying to make their money back because they've just lost so much money on shipping stuff. So, okay, next one, which I was hoping he was going to be in here, and I don't see him. So, good gravy. What are you doing, Hustle? Somebody invite Hustle in. Somebody invite Hustle in. I'm going to wait 2 seconds on this and see if we can get him in here. Somebody invite I Can Hustle All Day in. We got to get him in here immediately. All right. Somebody invite him. Oh, thanks, Katie. I'm not a resale, but love watching. If you did not see it. Oh my God, that's great, Katie. I love it. You sold it on Poshmark. That's so funny because I don't ever sell those over on Poshmark. Of course, now that I've said that, that is where I'm going to sell it. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's at the Pickle Festival. All right. All right. Well, I'm going to give it a second and then we'll go back to that because it's actually something that he ended up purchasing from me, and I have a funny story about it. All right. So we are going to go over into the old Poshy That's Marky. And first thing we've got is a pair of shorts. So these are a Callaway Opti Dry Stretch. This band here, anytime you see that band, it is called an active waistband. So it's got like the shiny there. It's to help keep these up when people are, getting, sweaty or whatnot outside. These didn't actually sell for as much as I thought they were going to sell for. I got them for like $1 at a garage sale, so it's fine. But I just wasn't super familiar with Callaway, and maybe they do have great comps on other things, but these just did not. So they wound up selling for $8 over on Poshmark. So after all the fees and stuff like that, I mean, we're definitely making our money back, but it was not the banger I thought it was going to be. Like I said, I just didn't have any experience with it. Yeah, our earnings are $5 on it. So I made $4 in profit. I mean, it's fine. Like, it's definitely nothing to write home about, but $4 is $4. I always think of it this way too, that $4 is going to buy me 4 other items at a garage sale. And those 4 items could be bangers and we could make a ton off of it. So I try not to measure my successes by the tiny activities. I try to measure it by the overall, what's going to happen at the end. All right. So these are going to Barry in Missouri. Barry in Missouri. And we're going to put these, I'm out of the Timex. I'm still waiting for those to get here in the mail. So we are doing bubble mailers today. Hustle's here. Hustle's here. All right, Hustle, give me just a second here. Give me just a second. I got to put these little Callaways. Yeah, so not the comps on these, like I said, they just weren't anything I expected them to be. Very, very surprised on that one. That one definitely tricked me. I was like, oh, these got to be like a $20 pair of shorts. Nope, $8. Okay, let's mark these as shipped, and then I'm going to go back over. All right, so true story. Whenever somebody purchases something from me, I have like an auto-paced message that I send out, and I'll just tell you guys what it is. I think I've read it on here before, but I'll read it again. Oh, we got an offer on something too. I got to take a look at that. So my little like copy paste thing just says, thank you for your order. I'll get this shipped out ASAP. If you run into any issues with delivery, the item, or anything else, please reach out so I can help. I appreciate you. Have a great day. So that is just my keyboard. I send that out to everybody. So then I get this message back that's like, okay, and a smiley face. And then I looked and I was like, wait. I was like, is that Hustle's name? I was like, wait a second. So I go over and I'm like, holy cow, I just realized who this was. What is good? Literally snuck into my eBay and got an item from me. I didn't even realize it was him until afterwards, but he got one of my favorite pieces. I stinking love this shirt. All right. We listed this up, you guys, together I guess it was about 3 weeks ago, maybe. And I was really surprised it hadn't sold yet, but I was kind of holding out on the price just because I know it's so fire. Like, look at this thing, dude. It's got Popeye, it's got the verbiage, it's like super politically, like it's on a really heavyweight, nice material too. Like, this thing is sick. This is it's a 2015, so it's post Y2K. But still, I mean, this is almost 10 years old. So it's got that, like, listen, you can hear like that beefiness to it. So I am so stoked that Hustle's getting this. I can't wait to see him wear it because, or maybe he's giving it to somebody else. It's just literally one of my favorite shirts I found. So super stoked. And it's so nice too, because the graphics have that nice, like, it's got that fade out so that you can tell, like, it's got that like nice worn look to it. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but like that kind of cool, like, retro-y graphics look to it. I just love it. I know, Annie, that's Annie's Annie, you made it funny. Yeah, so Nurse, so he got this. I'm stoked. And of course he's gonna get a sticker, but he's got to get a special one. So let me hunt for one I really like. And oh, you know what? I'm gonna give you one of my favorites. We had this on the stream once before. I had this in my sticker pack, but I'm not going to show you what it is. It's going to be a surprise because I love it. It's literally one of my favorites. So it's going in here, but you can't see it. You can't see it. It has to be a surprise, you guys. I can't show them what it is. So this is going over on eBay to the old Chad, going to the Hustle, all heart. Wound up selling for $14.25 plus shipping. And you know, I made my extra $1.50 to cover my costs on that Hustle. You know it's gonna happen. You know it's gonna happen. And I did. I actually found this at a garage sale locally. It was a lady down. There's like the next community over. She had a whole bunch of her son's old shirts, and they had just been sitting, you know, boxed up in a tub in her house. Such YK fire that day. I got that crazy Batman one with the Joker with that wicked smile. I got this one. I think we got our Gorillas t-shirt on there, which I still haven't listed. It's sitting in a tub. Oh my gosh, I have so much stuff to list, you guys. I got so much stuff that day. And this was definitely, this is one of my favorite shirts. Like, if this had fit me, I would have kept it. That's it. That was I want to keep. Okay, so we're gonna get the label on that. It's going eBay shipping for sure. So Hustle, thank you, sir, for your purchase, and enjoy, because it is easily one of my favorite Y2K, post Y2K. I mean, to call like a 2015 modern just seems insane to me. Like, because it is not 2015 is not modern. Like, so it always cracks me up when I see that. Like, yeah, no, yes, 2015 modern. It's like, it's not modern. We need a word for it though. So I've decided it's called post Y2K, POST-Y2K. That way, no one can say it's not Y2K. You know, it's funny too, because different websites will say different things. There's one website I saw that said Y2K was from 1995 to 2005. Nope. I saw another one that said it was from 2000 to 2016. I'm like, well, that's not either. So we're doing post Y2K Hustle. It is on its way. Just throw it to me. Ready? Hustle, get ready. Ready? Catch. What? that would be quite the throw. I'd have to be like, you know, I'd have to have powers from like one of the people from Heroes or something to do that. Okay, so back over to the old Poshy. Thanks again, Hustle. That was fun. What a fun thing to be able to sell that to someone you know, because you know you're probably going to get to see it again, which makes me happy. Okay, next thing we've got here is a bundle. This was the thing I wound up selling today. I sold these on Mercari, and I sold them on Posh. So I have them set to the side to ship out on Posh, but I actually am going to ship them on Mercari. And I had already sent the message before I got on here because Poshmark, like I said, man, until they figure out the not being able to sell things that have an offer on them, that is just the situation, and that is something for them to deal with. So we are going to move over to our, let's see, what do we got now? Where's these jeans? Jeans, where are you? Where are you? I'm so sorry. Oh, we're missing him. Justin didn't pull him. Okay. Well, we are going to move to the next thing here. Okay. So we've got a Talbot's. Hey, baby. I'm missing an item. So I think you brought me this, but this is, I don't know where this sold. Or maybe it's, oh, this sold on Meracri. I am missing a pair of jeans.
That's the ones that were mislabeled.
Which ones are mislabeled?
The shorts.
No, that's a shirt. No, these here. Take a look. The Levi's 511 jeans on Poshmark. They're somewhere.
714?
No, that's their name. It is SKU number, I have 475 question mark, which means that I probably transposed the number somehow. So maybe,
475.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, was I right? Because I went to list them, and when I listed them, I could tell I had transposed the numbers, so I had to guess. Yeah, I think those are right. Oh, I was right. Honey. Okay. All right. Conversations with Charity and Justin. All right. So these are the Levi's 511 grays. We'll go ahead and do these real quick. I'm going to check, double check on these just to make sure. Because like I said, I thought I had messed the SKUs up. They have not had lunch, and Salvi was requesting squeakies, and we did not hear squeakies, so I figured that they were sold. So Salvi Mermaids is in here, and she requires squeakies immediately. So like I said, I'm going to make sure that these are the right ones. Let's take a look here. We're going to go to show details. I'm going to click on these. I just want to make sure. Yeah, these are definitely the right ones. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this happens to me. This is the way my brain works. I flip numbers and letters around really, really badly. There it is. Do you hear the squeaks? Salvi, that's for you. Squeaks. What's this? Is this what you want? Is this what you want? Oh, what's this? What's Mama got? What's Mama got? Oh, what's this? What's this? Oh, squeakies. Get it. Get it. I got her. Oh, I almost got her. I was going to bring her up here. Come on. Where is it? No. Get it. Get her. She's too fast. All right. She's like, nope, it's not much time. She's so fast. I have a rat terrier. She's half rat terrier, half chihuahua, and she is so fast. The funny thing is she's such a lounge lizard. She literally just lays there. She looks like a Salacious B. Crumb from Star Wars, if anyone knows who that is. She's like, with the little ears. She just sits on her fatty little paunch all day, but when she wants to run, she is so fast. It's insane. Like, I could never catch her. What happened with the bundle, Julia? I sold it on Poshmark and I sold it on Meracri, but I'm canceling the one on Poshmark. I already canceled it, and I'm selling these on Meracri instead, because Poshmark they don't have their stuff together. I mean, they had already sold on Meracri first, so she who snoozeth loseth. And that's just the way it is. Okay, so we are going to put these. I'm going to show you guys my trick. So I've shown this before on here, but I'm going to show it again. So I am out of the Tyvek folders that you would put like shipping stuff in for priority mail. So I'm out of them. While I'm waiting for them, I'm going to use these, and I'm going to teach you how to do this. So you're going to look for this barcode here, and this is going to help you ship stuff that you cannot believe you can get it in a priority mailer. I have fit jackets in these, you guys. So save yourself $4 on shipping by doing it this way. I don't do that trick as much because shipping from Texas, it's cheaper for me to use pirate ship. But when I was in Washington, I did this trick all the time. So you fold it right where that is. And then what you're going to do is you're going to pop this bottom. So you just take your fingers across. I need to do a video on this and to have everyone forever to be able to see this because it works so good. Look at this. Look at the space that's in there now. So we are going to take a pair of jeans that have absolutely zero business being in one of these. They should not fit in here. We're going to stick these in here and wait till you see this. Look at that. Look at how much room there still is. I am telling you, it's the greatest trick ever. It works so good. I think I saw it. I think another reseller had shown that. I think it was actually, you know what? I think it's one of the very first videos I ever saw. So it had to be on like the Tubi to Tubi or something, because I didn't even know that there was a huge reselling community at that point. I think I was just looking up like, you know, inexpensive ways to ship things because it was costing me so much money to ship from Washington. So when you guys see this, you are not going to believe this. Look at that. I got those stinking jeans in this, like folded tight too, like so crazy. All right, so we're going to print this label out. Now, if I wasn't in Poshmark, I would just do this on pirate ship, but obviously Poshmark, we're going to ship priority if we can. These are going to Jessica in Florida. It's been a Florida kind of day, you guys. It's been a Florida day. Yes, mermaid, you got your squeakies. Hey, down south, what is going on? All right, print this sucker out. Are you guys shipping today? Who's shipping today? And if you're not shipping today, what are you guys up to? I know we've got some non-resellers in here hanging out. I'm just curious what everybody's up to. It's a nice Monday, or at least it's nice here. It's sunny. It's probably like 91. Okay. What do we got next? Let's go ahead and do that other Poshmark one we've got here. So this thing, you guys will remember this. I actually literally just listed this. This is a Talbot's wool blend block cream cardigan. It is a medium petite. It's actually still, you know, not super small, but it's a medium petite. It's actually really beautiful. And if this had been like a 2X or like a 22 or a 26, I think I probably could have gotten close to like 25 to 30 on it. But Talbot stuff, in my experience, sells really well when it's a little bit larger sizes. The smaller sizes don't sell as well for me unless they're vintage. But this was $1 at a garage sale. So, I mean, you're picking it up. So it's sold over on Poshmark for, let's take a look, 18. So my earnings after all the fees were $14.40. Cost me $1 at the sale. So let's say we made 13 and change, which is not bad for a quick list. Being super unproductive, it's rainy here. Oh, thrifty. When I was in Washington, that's what it was like. So hard to get my booty going with that rain. My joints would just ache so bad up there. I'm listing hubby, ship it out 18. Yeah, nurse. Ooh, 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 ooh. No, I want that, says Katie. Already shipped for the day, working on listings. Nice, Jennifer. Listing and watching my very first auction we're doing. It ends on Friday. Oh, that's fun. Oh, Danny, that's fun. That's awesome. Oh my goodness. I'm excited for you. I hope that it ends up being totally a huge situation and all the good stuff. Okay, let's get this downloaded and printed out. Now, I know you're going to think I'm wild. You're going to think I'm nutty, but I think I can actually fit this in here. I think I can fit this in here. So we are going to try. We're going to attempt to get this really big sweater in here. I think I can do it, you guys. I think I can do it. I've done it before. All right. So what we're going to do is I'm going to get all the air out of here. I'm going to take my little saran wrap. Now, again, I could just put this in a poly mailer and call it good, but sometimes it's fun to show you guys what you can do, because this really did save me so much money. When I was on the West Coast shipping, this saved me so much money doing this. So what you do is you take your item, you get it put down on your saran, and then what you're going to do is you're going to bring out some of that saran wrap. You're going to kind of get it close to you, and then you're going to squeeze, and then you're going to wrap it, and then you're going to squeeze, and then you're going to bring it up. You're going to turn it sideways. You're going to get it down, around. We're going to cut it, and then we are going to squeeze the bejeeberies out of this, and we are going to try to get this in here. Okay, so we're going to do our little fold thing. We're going to do our little fold trick here and see if we can get this in here. It may or may not. Katie's like, you got this. It may or may not. I mean, this is about as big of a bulky sweater as you can get. This is such a nice sweater. If this was my style, I totally would have kept it. It's just so like comfy and cozy. Okay, so let's see. This is going to Donna in Virginia. All right, Donna, we're going to try to get this in here. So we got our bottom popped. We're going to put this here. Oh, let's get a sticker. Let's get a sticker. Oh, Vicky. Vicky, this one's for you. This one's for Vicky. I don't know. Should we keep it? Vicky, this is like our signature thing. I think we might have to keep this. What do you guys think? I think board. What do we think? Board? Yes, keep. All right, let's put it up on the board. So, Vicky, this one's for you and any of the other subscribers out there, but especially Vicky, because she was our first subscriber and she always does the star. All right, it's going up. Here we go. Ready? It's going right there. Perfect. Right next to our Mingo. That's cool. I like that. Okay. All right. So they're getting something different. So this person's getting this really cute little elephant. It's got like a whole like Paisley, Woodstock, boho chic vibe. I'm just saying descriptive words. If everywhere I go now, I see something and I start saying descriptive words. Justin just like starts cracking up. All right, ready, guys? Here we go. We're gonna put it in here and we're gonna squeeze and we're gonna squeeze and we're gonna squeeze and we're gonna squeeze and we're gonna see if we can get this sucker in here. I think we can do it. All right, let's see. Can we do it? Can we do it? Oh yeah, baby. We're doing it. We are getting this gigantic sweater in here. I can't even believe this is gonna fit. Oh, it is gonna just fit. It's gonna just fit. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have to tape this sucker. Oh, can we do it? I don't know, guys. This is pretty close. It's pretty close. All right, one more time. We're gonna squeeze one more time, and then we're gonna give up and put in a poly bag. I know this is so silly. I'm doing it. I'm not doing it to save any money. I just literally want to see if it can happen. All right, can we do this? It's got to like squeeze and stay though. I don't know. I don't know. All right, one more time. We gotta do it fast. It's unsqueezing. It's unsqueezing. I don't think we can. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. No, it's not. It's just too much. Sit on this. I'm exhausted. I'm over it. It's going in a poly mailer. That's all right. I wanted to see if we could get it. But that little trick, man, you can fit quite a few things in there. Obviously not this giant wool sweater. Some of the stuff, like, especially if it's Gorp core and it's like a puffer jacket, because those will like squeeze down a little bit. But with that being wool, it's just not going to get any smaller than it is. It was so close, Katie. It was so close. That's all right. They're getting a super nicely packaged sometimes, you know what? We have a saying in our house. All right, Donna in Virginia, here's your sweater. We have a saying in our house that there's always time for fun. I think just in our lives, we get so consumed by our productivity and going fast, and we've got a billion checklists, and like we forget to stop and just chill. And I think that the older I get, the more I realize how much time I spent even when I was younger being so like worked up. Like, I gotta do this and this, and I got this, take kids to school, gotta do this, gotta do that. You got so much stuff to do, right? That you don't just like take a second. So we have that saying because of that in our house, which is there's always time for fun. So I will encourage you guys, even if it takes you 2 seconds, sometimes to just do something funny. It's fun, you know? I mean, I think that was worth it. We almost got that in there too. Absolutely, absolutely. Yellow Porch Vintage, I am happy to see you. Okay, and we're gonna mark all that as shipped. And I think that's everything on Poshmark. Let's move over to Mercari. Oh, we had an order on some, or an offer on something, didn't we? Let's take a look here and see what we got. We're over on eBay. So it is an Ultra Game NBA Golden State Warrior shirt. Oh my gosh, I have had this thing forever. Wow. Let's take a look and see what they want. I have it listed for $13.23. They're going to offer $8 for it. And you know what, you guys? I'm going to take it. I want to make sure I still have this. Oh, wow. Okay, this will tell you how long I've had this. So we are on SKU number 1114 for our shirts and our shirt size bags. This is number 146. 1114 146. So that tells you how long I've had that. Hey, babe. Jason. Can you? I love you. You make me laugh.
Dear, how could I help you?
There's always time for fun. Ding. Oh, I need. Can you see if we have number 146?
146.
146. The man needs to find 146, please. No, this is a shirt I've had forever. I just got an offer on it, and I'm basically willing to accept anything at this point. 146. Do we still have it? I just want to make sure. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna accept this offer, guys, and we're gonna get this sucker shipped off because I got this. This was an early purchase. This was it's like 40% off. I don't even care. Get it out. Turn and burn. So I got this from I think it had to have been a garage sale because I don't remember getting anything new with tags from Goodwill, but this was back when I was actually sourcing at Goodwill, was way back then. So I mean, if I got it at Goodwill, it was probably $5 and I'm probably not making anything. But if I got it at a garage sale, which I probably did, would have gotten it for $1. So still made a couple dollars on it if that's the case. But more than anything, I am just very happy to have it be out of the inventory. So as soon as they pay for that, I am going to get that shipped out. Sometimes with stuff, guys, you just got to take the big L on it and just be like, I just want it out. It has been delisted and relisted multiple times, and it is just not something that was going to move. So I am happy for it to be going to a home to love. I mean, that's a new with tag shirt too. So I have a Golden State hat too that I've had for sale forever. It just must not be a very popular team or something because like I said, I can't sell it no matter what. Okay, we have a couple things over on Mercari. So the first thing we've got is our bundle. So these were 3 Victoria's Secrets. These are the, I think they're called VSX. Yeah, VSX, I think is what they were. So I don't sell a whole lot of women's stuff, but I was encouraged by y'all and watching some of your lives and watching some of your videos to make sure you're looking for, the brazierish situations. And so I saw these. They were literally in such good condition. The girl wanted $2 a piece for them. So that would have been a total of $6. I talked her down to $4. So I wound up paying like $1.33 or something each for these. And this bundle sold for $32 over on Mercari. So that's straight up profit. So we are like straight up, I don't have to pay any fees on that. So 31, 30, 29, 28. Yeah, so we made around $28 on that, which is great. And let's take a look here. Let's open our label, make sure the weight is going to be right. So let's see. They bundled these together for 8 ounces. And I think this might be a situation. So, because that's going to be over 8. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know how they ended up getting that situation. Okay, so pop quiz, guys. What do we do on this one? This is the first time I've ran into this on Mercari. I don't know why it didn't give separate weights for this. So I've got 3 of these, right? I had them set to be 8 ounces a piece, which should have made her shipping label 12 ounces total. But it kept it at 8 ounces. So my question is, obviously I have to upgrade that or something. I just haven't had to do this on Mercari yet. So I'm curious. Could you have asked them if they wanted to bundle the hat with the shirt and give them a counter? I definitely could have done that, Dainty Divas, and I probably should have. But I was just excited to get it out of the store. But yeah, definitely. I will send them a message. I'll be like, hey, I'll give you a crazy good deal if you want to get this. Want to guess a clothing item I sold in 2 minutes after listing? Hint was a shirt. An Ariat Pearl Snap Western shirt. I'm going to go with that one. Okay, so question, guys. What do we do on this one? You can't. I personally just ship with the label they give you, says Thrifty. So it says, but it's only paid for with 0.5. So it's only paid up to 8 ounces on that. Hey, coffee lady. And it is clearly going to be more than 8 ounces. So I am curious what we do on that one. That is a, yeah. See, like I said, I haven't ran into this on Mercari yet because I always up my weights on everything. Like I knew that these were only going to be about 4 ounces each, but I put 8 on each of them. So on past bundles on Mercari, it seems like it's always adjusted the weight for the item. So I'm wondering why it didn't adjust on that. Hey, Mercari covers the difference on bundles. Okay. All right. True vintage camo mossy oak short sleeve button 48. Yeah, baby. Dude, vintage mossy oak is bolo. It always sells fast, 100%. I love when I find those vintage mossy oaks. Those are fire, especially if they have like the Advantage or any of the other random stuff on there. They always do well. Or if it says like what kind of camo is on it, those do really good too. Oh, that's amazing. So Mercari covers the difference. All right, I'm gonna go with what Sassy Bells said. Then I trust and believe you guys. So we're gonna go with it. I feel like now this is a question. I feel like every other bundle I have ever sent out on Mercari has adjusted the weight. Is that true? Or did I just have the weight up so high on my other items that even when they bundled, it still didn't cross that threshold and I didn't notice it? I am very curious on that. Does that make sense, guys? So on the past, if I've had a couple items, like I said, I put this at 8 ounces, even though I knew it was 4. And on bundles before, when I've done like t-shirts or stuff like that, it's always still been under, I guess, maybe the original weight I put in. Yeah, maybe it never has like adjusted. Oh, Sassy, it changed recently. Okay, there you go then. I'm like, I feel like I've never seen that before. It has never adjusted the weight for me, says Nurse. Interesting. Okay. I have a pair of Carhartt black jeans double knee. Thrifty. Dude, double knees are fire. Every pair of double knee Carhartts I've ever sold, I think I've been able to sell for around $50, depending on the condition. But if you find those double knee black ones, those are lit, especially if they're, like I said, if they're in good condition, like fire. Workwear, streetwear, street style, that's got so many different words. It is yeah, that's interesting. I'm curious for what everyone has said there. Oh, little tip too. So if you guys bundle stuff up into a bag and you just can't get all of that air out because the thing's close to the top or whatever, what I do on these is I'll just cut the little corner and then that way I can get the air out and it'll kind of suction it so I can fit it into a bag a little bit easier. So that's just a little tip that has worked for me over the years. Okay, cute sticker going in that one. That one's adorable. As long as you ship using Mercari labels. Yeah, it hasn't changed for me. I ship with labels and haven't had any issues. Okay, well, and that's on Mercari. I mean, if something were to happen, that's something within their system. I put the right weight on everything, and all these items, like I said, they were separate, so they all had their own weights on them. So if something were to happen, I would definitely, I'd have a leg to stand on, no problem with that. But I trust and believe, and that's why we do this together, you guys, because we are always learning, always stretching, always growing, right? Okay, let's get that opened up here. So this is going to Kayla in Texas. This girl's going to literally get these tomorrow. She's going to be like, that's the fastest shipping I've ever seen because it's not going that far in Texas from where I'm at. So, all right, a little ground advantage situation and going in here. Perfect. Okay, get that. It's getting heavy, folks. You're shipping a lot of stuff. Okay. Let's close out that tab. Thanks, you guys, for helping me on that one, too. I'm glad I had you, or I would have had to spend, 4 hours on the old googlies trying to figure that out. So, okay, next thing we've got here is an Ariat shirt. These always sell for me. It doesn't matter what time of year. This was the Braxton long sleeve blue button up. You know, it's so crazy how expensive things are retail too. So this shirt right here retails for like $95, but used comps were anywhere between like 15 to 20. So I sold this over on Mercari. So I think I had it for sale for 17 on eBay, 19 on Depop, and then 15 on Mercari, which is what it wound up selling for. And it's in good condition. It's just amazing to me how much more expensive buying stuff new is. I don't go to stores and buy stuff new. So for me, it's like, I sometimes it's shocking when I look up and see how much something was originally. Surfs told me to watch you. Oh, Katie, that's awesome, dude. I love Surfs. Surfs is like, honestly, like kind of the male-y version of like me. My husband, when he has seen him, he's like, dude, that guy reminds me of you. I'm like, yeah, I know. So Surfs is great. He probably did shipping earlier today. I probably missed it. I was doing some other stuff this morning. So, but he is so awesome. I love him. He's one of my favorite people to watch. I have learned so much stuff from him. He is super cool. Super shout out to him for sure. All right, let's get this printed out here. And what do we got? So this is going to Karen in Utah. Ooh, that's interesting. I don't ship very much stuff to Utah. I just realized I don't think I ever thought about that before. Utah. You guys ship much to Utah? I feel like I haven't shipped much there ever at all. That's really interesting. Okay, so got another little Mercari thing there. We're going to mark that as shipped and head over to our next platform. Click, click, click. Where's the click key? Confirm as sent. I confirm it. Michael Kerr. All right, and then we'll close out these. Mercari always opens up 14 windows for me when I'm doing this. And we'll go ahead and refresh and take a look. Did that thing wind up selling over on eBay? Did they ship it? Nope, it's sold, but they have not paid for it. So if they don't get to it soon, they're gonna miss out. So here's what I do. This is learning experience, guys. Learning moment tip. So if I sell something on eBay and they haven't paid for it immediately, what I do is I go into the item. I go down to contact buyer. Now, every once in a while, you'll come across an account that doesn't allow you to contact them before they've paid for it. So you can't do anything. But I have a copy paste message here. And my trigger for it is payment applied. So I tap that in. Then all I do is tap that and it brings up my keyboard shortcut. And it says, thank you for your order. I'll get this shipped out ASAP once payment is applied. If you run into any issues with the delivery of the item or anything else, please reach out so I can help. I appreciate you. Have a great day. That way I send it and it sends a little notification to them. And then they're like, oh, I thought it just, because a lot of people don't realize that when they pay for something on eBay, it doesn't immediately charge them. It can take time. I know that they're doing a system-wide update on eBay to make offers pay a little bit more right when they're done, but it still doesn't always happen. Sometimes it happens for me, but not always. So I just send that over and that way it's a little push. Hopefully they'll get back to me. And if they don't get back to me before I ship that, actually, ooh, you know what? We're going to be proactive and say this, because why not? P.S. I think I have a hat that goes with this if you're interested, ? And then we will try to see if we can get that hat sold. Nope, Utah rarely says hustle. Yeah, totally strange. You and Surfs are the best. Oh gosh, Danny, thank you so much. I appreciate that. That actually makes me feel really good. No, not at all. I don't know if I've ever seen shipped to Utah. Yeah, I really honestly think that's one of the very first items I've ever shipped to Utah. That's so wild. All right, we are going to go over to Whatnot, or excuse me, WID, Whatty. We are going to go over there, and I don't do any SHOWs over there. But I do have some stuff just listed over there. At the beginning, I was putting everything that I listed up there as cross-listing, but I just stopped doing that because I haven't been doing SHOWs yet. I would love to. I want to. I just am trying to figure out how in the actual world I am going to fit that into my schedule because I'm just so stinking busy all the time. All right, and this is what it is. So this was a little UW 3/4 zip. These are great. I usually pick these up for $1 at garage sales, and they always wind up selling for anywhere between, it depends on the brand and stuff. I don't think this was like a really crazy, no, this is a Coliseum, so wasn't a super great brand. Picked it up for $1, sold it for $10. Plus they obviously have to cover shipping. So not some crazy flip, but you know what? $10 is $10, baby. $10 is $10, baby. We're going to put that in. We're going to get a little stickery thing here. Adorable. Come on. And we're going to pop that in here and get it labeled. I probably could have put this in a priority thing, but that's okay. All right. That's okay. And we're going to get that printed. We do not need the first page to print. It always wants to do that. This is me in my printer settings. I know I'm supposed to change something here. Let's see. I think I just do I go to just that? I don't know. We might be printing out two things. We might be printing out the beginning. Oh yeah, we're printing out the beginning one too. That's all right. Okay, so you can tell how many things I've actually shipped from there. Oh, it was Ground Advantage too. I'm glad that I didn't do priority on that. Okay, that's how often I'm shipping things from there. It is such a rare occurrence. So, okay, let's head on over to the Depoppies. Quiet over on the poppies this weekend, and I'll tell you why. So Depop is heavily payday centric. So you will find, and this isn't always true, but this is my experience. I sell a lot of stuff over there, and I've noticed between like the 2nd or 3rd of the month, depending on where the weekend falls, and like the 6th or 7th, it'll be hopping. Same thing between like the 16th and like the 22nd, it'll be hopping, and then it kind of starts to slow down a little bit. And I think a big part of that is because the demographic age group over there is anywhere between like 15 to 30, or I'm sorry, 18 to 30. So you've got a lot of people that are really waiting for that payday to come in because they don't just have, tons of extra money to burn. I mean, some people do, and that's amazing. But I think that age group in general doesn't usually have as much. Now they will spend because they are more concerned about like, having their aesthetic and stuff. And so you can get some good sales over there, but it definitely is heavily centric on payday. So I think we only have a few things over there today, but let's see. You should have put that in the box. I'm not sure what you mean about that one, Katie. Yeah, I don't know about that. Totally makes sense. Rent. Yeah, rent is due on the 1st for renters. Age group is mostly renters. Yeah. Yep. So we will see what happens here over the next couple days. I think it'll probably end up picking up. Like I said, it's usually because they have to get their checks or the deposits have to go in. And a lot of people just have like automatic deposits now, but it's got to go in and then they have to have time for it to like actually clear. And then also a lot of this age group, they don't have like a traditional banking situation. They have more like Chime or other stuff that they have to like, they got to put it in, or they have to transfer money from one account to the other. It's just something I've noticed over the time of doing Depop. All right. So this person got a Vans jacket. I don't want to take it out of here because then I will have to repackage it, and I got it wrapped up in there real nice, but I will show you what it looks like. So it is just a really cute little Vans button-up jacket. I got this for I think $1 or $2 at a garage sale, and it sold for, let's take a look here. It sold for $34, and they paid $9.80 for shipping. So we padded our shipping a little bit. So we are definitely going to make a little bit, I think, on the shipping over there. So let's see what we see. So they're getting a cute little panda bear, and we're going to toss that in the bag, and then we're just going to put this in a poly mailer. This shirt, you should have put it in a box. Oh, Katie, I'm so sorry. I'm still not getting it. I'm still not getting it. My brain is like, I need 14 more cups of coffee, I think, today. Okay, so bringing this down here. Katie's like, never mind. If you don't get it, you don't get it. It's your problem. All right, we're gonna put this on the scale. Oh, we kept it under 2 pounds too. I was hoping. I was like, oh, it's gonna be so close. All right, so this is going to Cody in California, which is exactly where I expected this to ship to. I'm going to give you guys some trigger words on this one that I promise I will be putting in my keyword stuff list when I get to it. So a jacket like that, this is how you're going to sell it. It's not just the fact that you've got measurements in the photos. It's not just the fact that you've got measurements in the descriptions, but these are all of the keywords I have. Skater, skate, skateboard, skater punk, skater girl, skater boy as in BOI, skater boy with BOY, SK8, outdoor, cabin core, outdoors with an S, retro, basic, preppy, prep, winter, fall. So I put all of that stuff down there in the very bottom of that description. This sucker sold in 4 days. And it's because I have, think about it. So you are 24 years old and it's starting to get a little chilly where you're living, or you see the weather changing, or you know you're going to be going somewhere for the holidays, and you're like, I need a cool skater fall jacket. That's what that dude is typing in. He's not typing in Vans, brown, drill coat. He's not putting that in there, right? It's important to have that information there. But he's putting in those keywords, and that's what the SEO is catching, and that's why it's popping. That popped mine up. There's tons of Vans jackets for sale. That sucker sold in 4 days for $34. All right, so we are going to put this in. So this is a good example of where you can call it just a regular poly bag, because look at this. I'm able to move this. It can bend. It's not stationary. So you're able to just put this as a padded envelope, which means I don't have to put the height. So our length is going to be probably 10. Yep. So you got 10 by 9. And that will save you on the shipping if your packages are different than what you had in for the specs. Okay. And then let's get the sucker weighed here and take a look. So you got 1 pound, 15 ounces, definitely snuck out of the 2 pounds, baby. Makes me happy. We're gonna make a little bit on shipping. So let's see. This is going to be $9.15 to ship. California is always a little bit more expensive for me. They paid $9.80 though, so we made about 70 cents on it. Almost covered the cost of the actual jacket, which is great. And then of course you got a little bit of a payment fee over on Depop, but even so, we still cleared like $30 easily in profit on that jacket. And I didn't have to do anything to it. It literally was clean, washed, and ready to go. All I had to do was pop it up, get some pictures, and get it listed, baby. All right, Cody in California, your awesome, incredible, rad jacket is going to be on its way. It really is a cool jacket too. Man, I would have given anything when I was younger to have a cool Vans jacket like that. That's for sure. All right, putting that there. And we're going to move into a new bag, I think, here, because that's starting to get really heavy. All right. Hey, my friend. Don't worry. Sorry, I'm not active dealing with that. Oh, no, Katie. I'm so sorry you got a headache. Oh, girl, that's the worst. Coming from somebody that gets migraines, I totally understand. It is a no situation for sure. That's a tough one. I always get like, I've got this really cool, I don't think I've got it in our Smile store. I probably should put that in there. I got this really cool head thing. It comes in 2 different speeds, and you put it on. It's got like these little like rotating fingers. And whenever I get a bad headache, I just put that thing up there, and you can just lay it on your pillow and just sit there, and it'll kind of like massage and gets rid of all that tension up there. I know this is completely has nothing to do with shipping, but it works really, really, really well for me. And it was not a crazy expensive-y thing here. Let's see if I've got it. We're going to go into it. Guys, we're pausing for Katie for a second here. We're going to see if we can help her out. And let's see if I still have it in my orders, because I really, really like it. Let me see if I've got it. See if it's in here. Yes, here it is. Okay, so this is called and I will put this. Oh, no, it's not available. Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, if you ever see it, it looks kind of like this. It's like, it goes on this little stand, and then it's got these little like rotating things, and it works really, really, really good. There might be another one, just a different brand. You can look for it. It's called an electric scalp massager. I think I paid like $20 for it or something like that. And it has helped me so much. It just gets rid of all those little tensy things up in here. And you can use it on other parts of your body. Whenever I have a nerve disorder and a muscle situation, so my muscles seize up. So whenever that happens, I just get that on there, and it works really well for that too. So I know this has nothing to do with shipping, but guys, if I can ever take 5 seconds and stop and help somebody with something, I'm going to do it, because just being able to, sometimes see what is working for someone else, it is great, because then you're not, then you don't have to buy something and think it's not going to work. There's something worse than that. I am a budgeter big time, and I do not like spending any of our hard-earned money on things that don't work. So hopefully you can find one that's like that. It just has the little rotating things on there. So if I come across one, Katie, I think you are following me, but if I come across it somewhere else, I can let you know too. But just look up electric scalp massager. Okay, next thing we've got here is another Depop. Always sell, never don't sell. I mean, it just, if you find Vans, just pick them up, even if they are missing a little bit of this. Now these ones I did clean manually. Normally I just throw my Vans into the wash. However, these have suede on them, so you got to do it a little bit differently. So I'm going to show you guys what I use. You have heard me talk about this before. It always works. It's called Just Suede, and you just spray it on the stuff, and then you just take like one of these little brush things like this, like a little soft brushable thing, and just go like that, and it'll just clean them really, 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 really fast. And that is in the link dinker up on my BioE. It'll take you over to the Smile store, and it's in there in a category called So You Want to Clean Some Shoes. I love it. I'll never use anything else. It works great. And that bottle's going to last me 44 years. And then on the bottom down here, we used our little electric one. I know I've got a couple people that are new to the stream in here, and so I want to show you guys what I use. I got this same place, BioE. Just follow it. It'll take you over to the Smile store. And what it does is it cleans these 2 speeds, and you just put a little bit like a grandma sneaker cleaner or whatever cleaner you like on there, and it literally just cleans all of this, and you don't have to scrub. There's no scrubbing. I don't scrub anymore. There's no scrubbing. I stopped picking up shoes and selling them for a very long time because I couldn't do the scrubbing. It's one of the first things I started picking up because I know shoes that will sell. I'm obsessed with shoes. So for me, I figured it would be a good niche for me, but I was picking them up and then I'd have to clean them. And literally my shoulder would be like, oh, I'd wake up the next day and be like, oh, and I did hair for 14 years. So these little muscles in here are just, they're toast. I've trashed them over the years. And so getting that little thing has been absolutely life-changing. If you do not have one of those and you are a reseller that does shoes at all, I'm going to encourage you to save your body. If you're young and you're like, oh, I'll be fine, I'm young, nothing hurts. Hey guys, prevention. I wish I would have taken better care of my arms and hands when I was doing hair. I wouldn't, have had to cash that career in because of sore wrists. So yeah, you're welcome, Katie. I hope that helps you. Anything to help you, babe. Like I said, I'm a headache person. I get it. All right. So we picked these up for, I think I paid $3 for these at a yard sale. And let's take a look here at what they sold for. So they sold for $24 over on Depop. I think I probably could have sold these even faster and maybe gotten closer to 30 for them, but the size is a little bit bigger. So these are a 12 and a half. In my experience, the best sizes are like 10 to 11 and a half, and men's is like my sweet spot. Women's like 7s to like 8 and a halves is a pretty good sweet spot too. When you start getting outside of those, and shoes are the opposite of clothing. All right, I'm going to give you guys a little tip here. When you're selling a shirt, so let's grab this one here. This is something I'm going to be photographing later today. This is a vintage Ralph Lauren a polo shirt. You guys know I sell a ton of these. I probably sell as many Levi's as I do this. So with this though, this is a 3XLT. So this is a super large extra tall. What does that mean? Why is that important? So clothing, when clothing is made, they only make a certain amount of the larger sizes. And when you go back in early Y2K or before that, humans weren't maybe the sizes we are now. And so they made even fewer. So to find these in a Y2K in this good a condition, being this size and its age, I will get more for this because it is a larger size as clothing. Now, shoes aren't always like that. Shoes are kind of a little different. So with shoes, you generally make more money for the typical sizes because you have so many people looking for that shoe size that you can kind of mark that price up a little bit. Just like I have so many people looking for this because it's unusual because there aren't as many of them. Like if you go to like a discount shoe store, you are going to see tons of women's 6s and women's 6.5s. You're going to see a ton of men's 8s and you're going to see a ton of men's like 12.5 and up. You're going to see way more of those because those normal sizes have sold. So when you're outsourcing and you're looking at an item, like I said, if these had been like a men's 11, I would have probably gotten $6 more for them. But because they're a larger size like this, you just don't have as many people with their feet that are looking for them in that size. The demand's not as quite as high. So with shoe resale, I know it seems weird and like kind of backwards and wild, but it's just something I've noticed. Now, that's my opinion. You guys might have a totally different opinion. The only time I make more money off of shoes that are the larger sizes is if it's like a really elite pair of shoes, a really hard to find pair of Nikes, or a super large size. So if I find a men's 14 or 15 and they're in really good condition and they're like a Jordan, I'm going to get some dollars off of those because the person with that shoe size is going to have a really hard time finding those in good condition and resold, blah, 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 blah. So that's like the only caveat. Other than that, just think about that when you're outsourcing, when you're looking to pay up for an item. I hope that makes sense. That's what I see too, says Golden Girl. Okay. Yeah, carpal tunnel, right? The old wristies. Towards the end of my career, this is off the topic, but that's okay. Towards the end of my career, I would be like round brushing someone's hair and my fingers would actually like freeze on the round brush. And I'd have to like put my hand behind my back and just be talking to the customer for a second. And as I'm doing that, I'm literally taking my hand and I'm trying to like work my wrist back to unfreeze. That's when I knew I'm like, all right, girl, it is time for a new career. And you'd think with all this typing and stuff that it bugs me, but it's not because it's just such a different movement than what I had when I was doing hair. Hey, Rue Frog, absolutely, says Katie. Katie, did we just become best friends? I think so. All right, let's get these wrapped up. So obviously these did not meet the $100 threshold for me to ship them out for anything more than what I'm actually shipping or what I'm actually selling them for. If these were $100 shoes, they'd be getting into the box, but they're not. So we're going to take our little piece of foam here. We're going to do the exact same thing we did before. That makes me hungry. That's amazing. Hello. I'd put that on the board, but I'd be staring at it all day, every day. I'd be like, hey, we're going to donut. Donut sounds good. All right. And I'm just going to put these right in the shoe there. We're going to fold it once. So it's like this. And then we're going to fold it the other direction. And I'll show you guys what that looks like once we're done. And so it's going to look a little something like this. So they're the exact same way that you'd find them in a shoebox with the heel on one, heel up there. And then I do it kind of in a triangle, and I'll show you why. I guess I've never really talked about that before, why I do like the little triangle-y move. Let me show you guys why I do that. So let me squeeze these together. I don't want to squeeze them so much that they end up, hurting each other with how they look, but we'll squeeze them just a little bit. So the reason I do that and keep that little hook like that is so that when I bring these up, I can put this, it's kind of like wrapping a package. So let me put some tape on here and show you what I mean. So the two little things loop over each other, which makes it so I only have to do one piece of tape there. And then on the corners here, I just tape down the edges. And what that does is it gives it the maximum amount of padding with the littlest amount of foam. So once again, maximum packaging, littlest amount of foam, and it helps to protect the shoes really well if you do it like that. You can do it by not doing the triangle sideways, but the problem is when you roll it, then your ends you flap them and they're so bulky, it winds up just padding one side unless you wrap one and then wrap the other around the bottom. But when I've done that, then the package is really off balance. It's weird. You ship enough things and you start to just kind of develop your own. You guys know, if you're a reseller in here, give me a heart or give me something to let me know you're talking about. You ship enough things and you ship enough of the same kind of thing, and you just find yourself teaching yourself all these weird little tricks that you don't even realize you're doing until you start telling someone that you're doing them. And then it's like, oh, wow, yeah, I don't even think I realized I did that. But that's what I do with the triangle. It works really well. So if y'all know what I'm talking about, give me a heart or something, Steve, so I don't think I'm just, making that up. But I think that's what I notice anyways. Yep, I'm a hair girl, long time. Oh, yeah, baby. Okay, I got a couple hearts on that one. There's a few people out there that know what I'm talking about. Okay, so we went ahead and did the wrapping on those, and then I put a little bit of the saran wrap on the outside, and that's just going to keep these from flopping around in this bag together, because I don't want them to, hurt each other in the bag by shifting and scuffing, and I want this person to get the shoes that look exactly like they looked in the picture. I don't want them to be like, these have scuffs all over them, and it's just because they scuffed each other. So we got here again, this is not moving, so we got to do our regular height, width, and length on that. So we're going to copy that. We're going to go over to the pirate ship to see what we see. Let's get this printed out, shall we, kids? All right, we are going to go to paste address, and these are going to Bella in Arizona. So our shipping should be pretty good on these ones. And let's take a look here. We've got 12 by 8 by, I'd say 4, it looks like. So 12, 8, 4. And then what is our weight on those? It is 2 pounds. And so this is when I round up. So it's 2 pounds, 2.6 ounces. I'm going to round that to 2.3. And the reason I do that is because I have watched the post office workers. They will put something on a scale, and if their finger is even remotely touching it, it'll change the weight of it. And you're going to get, eBay is going to charge you for that. And you don't want to do that. Or a pirate ship's going to charge you depending on where you shipped from, and you don't want that. I had to pay like $2 extra on a package once for like an ounce or something. I'm like, that's crazy. So we are going, I've lost a lot more on shipping before, but that was one where I was just like, oh man, it's like 1 ounce. So this is going UPS Ground Saver. We're going to buy the label. So we're paying $7.70 for the label, and they paid, drum roll please, $9.50. So we're making almost $2 on that, which covers almost the cost of what the shoes were. So it looks like our total profit after everything is going to be like $20, it looks like, which is not bad. Not bad at all, if I say so myself. And Bella in Arizona is going to get herself a nice pair of shoes. All right, so we're going to print this out, and let's see. I think we're getting, we must be getting close to being done. This feels like about as much as we sold. Let's see. That's going, that's UPS. Okay, so that's going there. And let's take a look here at all of our things. Okay, so question with eBay, did the person pay for that? No, not yet. Okay. So they haven't paid for that one, so they're going to snooze on getting shipping today. Let's take a look. Do we get everything on Mercari is good? Depop. Let's take a look. Do we get all of our Depoppies? And, oh, nope, still got one more. Okay. We got a few more. Oh, where did these sell? We have more? Oh, I think we have more than I realized. Just kidding, guys. That was psych. I thought that was everything. I guess more sold on Depop than I thought. Okay, so we've got here, this is a super banger. And I think I could have gotten $10 more for this if it had been listed as a men's original shirt. I think this originally was a women's. However, the size of it is really, really male size. So this is a Spider-Man 3, and this is a 2XL. Oh no, I'm just kidding. This wasn't the women's one. The other one is a women's one. It's a Play-Doh. That's what it was. Just kidding. So this sold for $30 over on Depop. This is like a cool movie release thing. It's got all the little movie things at the bottom here. I got this for $1 at a garage sale. So I am more than happy to get $30 for it. And we'll get this shipped over on Depop. This was a 2007 super, super cool shirt. I expected this to sell on Depop, and it sold on Depop. So I figured it would sell there. A lot of my like movie memorabilia, anything that's like Y2K is usually kind of more of a Depop thing. And let's find a sticker here. Let's see. What do we want to do? Oh, this one's cute. Look at that one. That's Otter Madness. Ooh, that was like a Santa Claus laugh. Must be getting close to Christmas. It's not. Ooh, I did order something for myself for the room, for you and I to enjoy. I ordered some really cool little neon light things for the top there that are Halloween-y. So I'm excited to put them up there. I love having stuff. I like having light stuff in here going on. It's the way that my head works. Lighting things bring me comfort, like not bright lighting, but like lighting things bring me comfort, like candles and galaxy stuff. I have, if you guys have ever noticed my living room, I got lightsabers in there. I got neon signs. I got all sorts of stuff in our house that are like light things because it just makes me feel good. And so I'm really excited for these. So I think that I'm going to enjoy them being in here. And I think you guys are going to enjoy them too. Or at least I hope you do. I use powers of pattern recognition when packing for sure. Yeah, for sure. I get that. Hey, Jen. Good to see you. Nick says, I also am an eBay seller. I've never used pirate ship. I buy labels with eBay. Is pirate cheaper? Nick, that is such a great question. So the answer is maybe. For where I'm at in the country, I am in Texas, kind of like south of Austin. For me, it is cheaper to anything over £1 is always cheaper for me to ship it out through pirate ship. Now, when I lived in Seattle, that was not the case. When I lived in Seattle, I was shipping everything basically through these kind of things because it would save a ton of money. So what I would suggest doing, I don't know where you're at in the country, but what I would do, go into pirate ship, go into the rate area. You can put in an address of a Starbucks in Maine. You can put an address of one over in Seattle, and then see what it would cost you to ship a thing that's £1.50 there, or £2 here, or £4 here. And you'll just get kind of like a metric for it, and it'll tell you if it is. If it's under £1, it's not for me. It's exactly the same. But if it's over £1, the minute it hits that £1, 1 ounce, hands down, 100% of the time, it's never even a 99%. It is 100% of the time less expensive for me to do it through pirate ship. So it just depends on where you're at. I hope that makes sense. Pirate ship accounts are obviously free to start too if you don't already have one. So, all right, this is going to Michael in Florida. Man, Florida is in the house today. We are shipping crazy amounts of stuff out to Florida. So 9 and 6, and what do we got for weight? Probably like 10 ounces. Ooh, 15. Whoa. Well, it's a 3XL. I guess that makes sense. Okay, so at least we kept it under £1 on this one. And he probably paid $6.99. That's kind of like my standard shipping price. $5.93 is what we're paying. So that extra dollar pays for the cost of the item. That's how I like to do things. I am the holler for a dollar girl. So I buy stuff at garage sales, yard sales, rummage sales, church sales. I've been to Goodwill once in the last year, and I've been to our local thrift store 5 times now. And I literally, honestly, just get shoes there. Although I did pick up some dead stock Dickies the other day and a Cinderella sleeping bag. Got some fire shoes. Dude, got vintage 90s tactical military boots. Ooh, spent $5. I'm gonna make 100, baby. Yeah, I saw them. I literally couldn't get to the back of the store fast enough because I could see them when I first came in. And I was like, I know what those are because I've sold them before. If you are a reseller in here and you've ever sold something or you've ever seen something where you've sold it before and know how much it is and you immediately just get it without comping, give a heart or give a high five or a hand up. That'll help our newer resellers in here to just know that you will not have to comp everything every single time in the future, because you will have sold the same amount of things so many times that you just know. I see a heart. I see a heart. Coffee heart. Yeah, these tactical boots, I saw them. All I had to do was see the shoelace. It's like when I see a pair of Levi's now, I can look at a thing of jeans and I can be like, boop, 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 boop. It's like my radar knows where Levi's are, or 90s. Green Thrifty with the hearts. Hello with the hearts. Tiffany, yep. So are you the one of those resellers that will run others over to get to the item? LOL, I am. I don't know. I've never had to do that. I've had resellers try to take stuff out of my piles at garage sale before, and I'm like, excuse me, that's actually a pile that I've created. And whenever I start a pile at a garage sale, I always let the owner know, hey, I'm just going to set a little pile over here so no one grabs any of this. I always say something, because if you don't say something and stake that claim, it's like Daryl Dixon on The Walking Dead. Remember how they had to stake the claim with the rabbit? Does anyone know what I'm talking about? You have to say, this is my pile. No, nobody can touch it. I've had people try to take stuff out of the pile. That happened to me with a bunch of shoes a couple weekends ago. I'm like, I already paid for them. I'm like, dude, those are literally mine. So I haven't had to do that yet. I don't know. I'm not a very confrontational person, so maybe not. I mean, I like to win. I'm competitive, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. That's hard to say. If it was like vintage Star Wars, I might buy them more because I want it for myself, though. How does it work shipping wise when you sell a heavy jacket on Poshmark? So on Poshmark, anything under 5 pounds is just whatever. You can ship it in anything. You could ship it in a large box, small box. You could ship it in a poly mailer. You can ship it in whatever you want. Now, if you meet that 5 pound threshold for any item, though, and it goes over that, you are charged the difference. And it is no joke. It literally is like $6. I think it's like $6 a pound or something like that after 5 pounds. So if anything is over 5 pounds, I don't put it up for sale on Poshmark. Nothing over 5 pounds is ever going to go up on Poshmark. Also, when you guys are accepting bundle offers over on Poshmark, make sure that before you accept that bundle offer, that you have taken in consideration the weight of the items. This happened to me last month. So I sold this Mandalorian puzzle and a bunch of clothes to someone. It wound up being 11 pounds total. So I kept trying to get a label and it kept just giving me an error. And I didn't understand what was going on, because, I mean, guys, I've only been doing this full time for a very short period of time. So even a month ago was my first sale on Poshmark that was a bundle ever. So I didn't realize that this was a thing. And so when I went to get the label, I got everything down to 10 pounds because I looked up online. It said you can't ship over 10 pounds on Poshmark. So I took some packaging out. I reboxed it. I got it down to like 9 pounds, 8 ounces or something like that. And they wanted $20.63 in extra shipping. So I obviously went in and canceled the entire bundle and just sent them a message and let them know what had happened. So on Poshmark, that 5 pound thing is kind of the kicker. So if you're selling dishes and stuff like that, I would do, FB, I would do eBay. You can do on Mercari as long as you put the weights on. I mean, someone will be kind of wild to pay what they have to pay for that. Or you could put stuff on Depop. Now, I don't do any hard goods on Depop. I only do clothing, shoes, bags, anything someone can wear. Because Depop has all these really weird rules about what you can and can't sell over there. And if anything looks like an item that's on the prohib, you can't sell it or you'll get a ding. And Depop will just cancel you. They don't care. They are not sweet and nice about it. It's over. You're done skis. So I don't sell any hard goods over there on Depop. I'm the cooler girl. I'd probably go to Jay if somebody took something from my mouth. I love it. Okay, if over 5 pound leather jacket, what site would be best to sell on? So I would do eBay. I would do Mercari. I would do Depop. I would do Grailed. And then of course, if you do like FB Marketplace, you could do that as well there. But if it's over 5, don't do it on Posh. How much do you put for shipping on shoes? I have some PF flyers I'm going to list. It depends on the weight of the shoe, how big the shoe is. So kind of my shoe rule of thumb is if it's like a women's pair of dress shoes, I usually do like $9.80. If it's a pair of just standard like boots or something, I'll probably do $10.50. If it's cowboy boots, I do $11.90. And if it's steel toe, I usually do $12.99. But again, it depends on the size of the shoe. Now, that's for me where I ship in Texas. What I would do though, if I were you, is I'd go into Pirate Ship, look at how much it would ship to take, how much would these shoes cost to ship to Seattle? How much would it cost to ship to Maine? And then it'll give you a metric. And then I always pad my shipping for $1 or $2, just as my handling fees, which usually covers the cost of the item originally for me. I'm in South Texas. Yeah, so you're probably, Nessio, you're probably about the same as me then. So if it's just a regular pair of tennis shoes, I usually do like $9.80, I think is standard. A larger size is $10.50, cowboy boots $11.90, or something in that vicinity. And then steel toes is like $12.99. Why not just do calculated? Because I can make money. I mean, that's plain and simple. I got burned on calculated so many times when I first started doing this that I wound up paying extra. And if I can pad my shipping a little bit and then discount the item $1 and sell it for less than anybody else can on there, I can not only cover my costs, but I can also, of the original item, because you guys know I'm getting stuff for like $1 usually, I can cover that cost, but I also can cover just like my handling and paying for all the other little things. Hey, Chelsea. Okay, let's see. This is going to go UPS. All right, what else do we got? Ooh, we're shipping a lot of stuff today. Holy smokes, guys. It was a way busier weekend than I thought it was. I thought it was slow. It's funny. Things come in and you don't realize how much you've sold until you actually sit down to actually look at it. And then it's like, oh, wow. No, I guess it was quite a bit of stuff. Okay, so that was the Spider-Man, right? We talked for so long, I can't even remember now. Was that the Spider-Man? That was a Spider-Man, wasn't it? Oh my goodness. I hope that was a Spider-Man. Now I'm wondering if that was okay. I'm like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, someone joined the team. Oh, Ruth, thank you for the heart. Thank you for the heart. Oh, Ruth, I'm happy to see you. Thanks for the follow, you guys. Hey. Hey, Haida, thanks for the like. Okay, let's see. What else do we got over here? Oh, we forgot to put down those shoes there. Okay. Justin brought me these, and I'm not sure where they sold. Let's go over to Vendu. We're going to go into sold and see where these sold. Let's see. Where are these? Where did these sell? Or did you just accidentally bring these to me? Hey, Just, where did these sell, baby? Honey, can you hear me? Honey, can you hear me? I'm calling for you. Honey, can you hear me?
Yes, dear.
Where did these shoes sell? You brought me a pair of shoes. Where are these from?
You wish you knew.
I do wish I knew.
Maybe I just want you to think they-
Get over here. Wait, come here. Where did these sell?
Where did they come out of?
I don't know. This bucket right here.
The bucket was Poshmark.
Was it? I don't see them on there. Am I losing it? Am I losing it, folks?
Right there.
Oh, they did. Honey, you told me, and you found them when I asked you. Thank you. All right. One more thing over on Poshmark. Welcome to the chaos that is our lives. This is how we live. It's not for everybody, but it's for us. We are strange, and we love it. All right. You got to do what you got to do, says Katie. Absolutely. Hey, guys, there's always time for fun. There's always time for fun. Hey, Dainty. All right, we're going to stuff these just a little bit. Since these are Poshmark, I don't have to actually worry about the weight of these. So we're actually going to just probably throw these in a box. Why not? Let's do it. All right, you got to get G3s out. This is their names for Great Grandma Grabby, because that was my great grandma's name. So these are my GGs. These are G3s. We got G4s, which is the other model that's in there. Oh, no, I'm sorry. These are G4s. G3s are the original ones. It's what I use to pick up the dog dishes when I feed them. Yep, because I'm not bending forward to get those dog dishes 3 times a day. All right, so we're going to put these in a box because it's Poshmark, so it does not matter. You can literally use whatever packing materials you want. you don't have to be stingy on the paper on the old Poshi because Poshmark has a deal with the post office to be able to ship things for an inexpensive price, which the post office definitely regrets that decision. I was listening to K-Way, was doing some shipping right before I got on here, and he was talking about how much money the postal service has lost because of Poshmark shipping. So I thought that was really interesting. And I know he knows what he's talking about because before he quit his job to go full-time doing this, he was actually he worked for USPS. So I always love hearing like information from him because I know that he knows what he's talking about because, I mean, K-Way's super smart, but also because he used to work for them. So they're getting a cute little sticker and a thank you card here. We'll fold this puppy up and we'll get these Merrells. So these Merrells I got for, I either got them for $2 or $3 at a garage sale. I can't remember which one. They're a nice little pair of men's 11.5. Mock, they're like a mock, they're leather, but they're called mid mocks, and we sold them for $30. So our take home is $24 on these. We spent $3 at a garage sale, so $21 profit. And all I had to do with these was I just took a little of the Wyman's, which if you're reselling or if you have boots that or anything that has leather, you should be taking care of your shoes. This stuff works really good. You can also use saddle soap, or you can use like a leather conditioner. I just use this because it's easy. And all I did was just spray a little on and then just take a rag, kind of wipe them down the bottoms. I just took literally a wet rag and just wiped, like they didn't need anything. So it was a super, super fast list, fast flip. I love that when it comes to shoes. I love when the things are, don't take me a bunch of time, but with the little electric brush, I really don't have to, it's not hard anymore anyways. But so these are going to Anthony in North Carolina. Take your shirt off. Twist it around your head like a helicopter. Ooh, ooh. Can I get it? Can I get it? Ooh, ooh. That reminds me of dancing on tables back in my younger days and having fun. Not professionally or anything. I was never good at dancing, but I did it anyways, because why not? All right, because you're 22 years old, and that's what you do. All right, we're going to mark that as shipped. And let's see. Is that everything? Did the guy pay for his thing? He gets one more chance. One more chance. Nope, still hasn't paid for it. So he will get that shipped out in a couple days. Is that everything? I believe that's everything. We have destroyed the room. All right, let's see how many we shipped. So we've got the one that was 3 items. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So you got 16 sales. So this is everything that sold on Saturday and Sunday, which is not bad considering that we haven't even hit the payday, first of the month payday thing yet. So that's great. I'm happy to have sold that. We probably brought in $300-400 somewhere right in there. My cost of goods was probably $20 maybe. After fees and everything, I would say we easily brought in like $320 in profit. So that is an average of 160 on Saturday, 160 on Sunday. So that's not bad. Not bad, which is great because I spent $195 at garage sales on Saturday. So basically everything I sold on Saturday covered every single thing I bought garage sailing. And that's how you get your inventory bigger. So if you guys are newer to reselling, or maybe not newer, maybe you've just been doing it part-time and you want to get busy or you want to have more, it's just a numbers game. So how I look at it is like the penny in a jar, right? So you got a jar, you're putting a penny in every day. And at the beginning, it doesn't look like much. Maybe you're getting a few listings up, you're spending what you're making in order to get more inventory. But eventually there's going to be a penny that hits and it's going to be full. And all of that's going to be you having, 1,000 items up for sale or 500 or whatever your metric is, depending on what you're selling. And I promise you that you will get faster. It'll get simpler for you because you've done these things so many times. You just are in it to win it. And you will be making back what you're spending on in one day. I made back what I spent almost the entire day on Saturday. So now I can take the 300 items I got on Saturday, and now we can list those and make, $2,500 off of all of that, because of the other stuff I picked up from garage sales before I picked up from garage sales before I picked up from garage sales. I didn't have a lot of money when we first started this business, which is why I became the holler for a dollar garage sale girl, because I could not afford to do retail arbitrage. I could not afford to do going to Goodwill was just too expensive for me. Going to thrift stores was too expensive for me. And especially where I was living over by kind of Seattle. I mean, they wanted $14.99 for a pair of Levi's that I can sell and make for $18 online. So it was like, I just was like, oh, this isn't going to work then. And that's when I started doing garage sales. So don't get disheartened if you're trying to figure this out and you don't feel like you're making enough money, or you don't feel like you got this. Guys, if you already knew how to do it, then you already would have been doing this for a long time, or you already would be full-time. So a little bit of inspo for you today. If you're feeling frustrated, I promise you'll get better. It'll get easier. You just got to commit and stick with it, because this, like many other things in our lives, the only way to fail in this business is to quit. And I know I'm not a quitter. I know you're not a quitter. So we just keep going and we just make it happen. Tracy says, do you sell only clothes? Like 90% is clothes and shoes, hats, bags, some purses. I do some hard goods, but I'll be honest with you, clothing for me is just easier. I have an eye for it. I don't have to comp it a lot, and I can usually find it for $1 at garage sales. So that's generally what I like. Holy cow, good job. Thank you, Katie. You picked up I did pick up a ton on Saturday. I do think after looking through all those pieces that we went through on Saturday, I think it was close to 300 pieces. So it's out there. Guys, it's at garage sales. Now, if you're not in an area of the country where it's warmer, it's one of the reasons we picked to move to Texas and buy a house down here, because I knew I could source all year round. And I knew that I wanted to go all in with this, and I didn't want to have to go back to my regular JOB because I was over it. So we came somewhere where it's pretty much warm. Through the winter time, I may have to go up to the bins. I've never been there before. Maybe I go there. I got boxes of stuff still to sell, so I have a feeling it's going to last me a little while, but we'll see. So yes, absolutely. All right. Sweet Buyer, thanks for the likes. Thanks to you guys for the likes. We got 5.8K. Tap it. Let's see if we can get to an even 6. Let's see. Can we do it? Can we do it? Tap it. Tap it. Tap it. Tap it. And thank you to anybody also that joined the team today. So if you joined the team, which is free to join, by the way, there's no cost. I will go in and I will actually add a tag to your name that has like something special, so that it says that that's what you are on the team. It's just something fun I found out that you can do. So, and if you want to see more content like this too, feel free to subscribe. I know it's like $2.99 a month or something. It's like $3. But you'll get, all the content. You get to use all the special stickers. And Justin and I were talking about it. Might be kind of fun to do like for the subscribers. I don't know. For those of you that are subscribers in here, I am curious. What would you guys feel about like doing like some subscriber only content where it's a little bit more kind of intimate-y, one-on-one or one on a few of you, to kind of go over like some of the descriptive words, kind of go over maybe looking at your store if you want, and kind of giving like some advice. I've had so many people that have messaged me asking me to look at their stores that I'm totally willing to do some, but I can't do all of them. I literally would spend my afternoon doing that. So I was just thinking it might be something maybe I can offer for subscribers, just because it kind of evens out. I don't know. I'm just throwing things. I'm throwing things at the wall. I've literally only been doing this on TikTok for like 2 months now. So I don't know what you guys like. I don't know what's normal. I don't know what most people do. I don't know. So Golden Girl says, I will be interested. Amanda says, just getting into this. Do I need to create a store or just list away? Just list away, Amanda. Just list away. And just follow a lot of resellers. There's so many great resellers out there that can help with brand ideas and title and descriptions and all that kind of stuff too. So Sweet Briar says, yes, please. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll work on that then too. So maybe do like, because I found, so when I was going in to do the little tags for you guys that are on the team, there's a whole area in there for your subscribers. And in the subscribers thing, there was a thing where you could go live and do like a subscribers only live option, which I haven't looked too much into, but I'm assuming that if you go live, then it maybe only invites your subscribers in, or maybe it sends invites to your subscribers. I'm not really sure how it works. I haven't looked it up. It's just something I came across. And I was thinking maybe I could do that for, you know, a little bit more like help content, as far as like more in like an intimate, like a smaller person setting where you can ask questions and I can answer, maybe take a look at your store, bring you on if you want as a guest person to kind of look at things, or you don't have to be on. It could be like an anonymous. I don't really know. Whatever you guys like, just let me know. It might be something interesting to do. We'll see. So I've been subscription only lives to where the subscribers can so the subscribers can only ask questions. Okay, that's good. That's good to know, Dainty. Yeah, I don't know. So we'll see what happens. I have to look into it and figure that whole situation out. So, all right, you guys. Oh, we got to 7.5. I was just trying to get to 6. I didn't even notice that. So thanks, you guys, for the love and the hearts and the follows and the teams and the subscribes and all that kind of stuff. I hope you guys have an amazing and super productive day. I know I'll be working my little tail feather off right alongside you guys, getting some listings up, trying to get everything like up and good and ready, because we got the first of the month. People get paid. All right, you guys, thanks so much. See y'all later. And if you are on the Tubies, it's Ubies. If you had any questions, let me take a look. Denise says, watching over here and listening. Right on. Hey, Denise. Thanks for watching on the old YouTube. And yeah, I'm happy to see you, Denise. You make me smile. You always have really good questions too. So, all right, thanks you guys for joining us on the Tubies, it's Ubies, whether you watch this live or you are watching on the replay. Have a productive, amazing, and awesome day, and I'll catch you guys later. See you tomorrow. Bye.